Hey everyone, or if there was anyone here yet. I didn't end up I got it just updated like 2 minutes before stream starts, so we're good to go. It's just me for today. I don't know. Yeah, and then I don't know. Is anyone there yet? By the way. Well, I guess I could. What I will do is. Yeah, no, it's a bad idea. That's just going to lead to lag on the stream, most likely. So let's just wait till my chat inevitably updates. Yeah. Let's see here while I wait for anybody to join. Anything new with this account? I've been focusing a lot on NA lately, so probably not much. No, I did that by last stream too. Anything good on rate up right now? I mean, there's good stuff, or there's a good servant on rate up, but I'm not rolling today. I don't think. Maybe I'll drop 3 summons or something. Which we'll see how many courts I have by the end of the chapter. I never know with this. Okay, I think I'm all alone in here this time. Let me put my YouTube. I will pull up YouTube Analytics just to see if I have any lurkers. Uh-oh. Yeah, as I was talking about it making lag. Oop. Hide that. You don't need to be seeing that. Yeah, I won't keep. I won't keep this up long. I just need to know whether or not I'm talking to myself at this time or not. I'll talk to myself, but I need to know that I'm talking to myself. Am I talking to myself? I have to imagine. Are we even streaming? I'm not seeing it running. Fun fact, I don't know that we're... Oh no, I see it. I see a stream. I see people in it, so alright, that's fine. You guys can keep hiding then. At least I see one person here. Oh, my game just shut down. No wonder. Okay, I'll go ahead and just get started on London. Until I see, unless I see someone appear in chat, I'll go ahead and just give my thrilling commentary of London here. I believe that chapter does open up with someone getting killed by Jack. Once again, I don't get a free lunch. Oh. Maybe it's good I don't have anyone chatting and talking in chat right now. Apparently, Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, I need to send those to the second archive. Okay. At that point in every account where things you just don't have CE space yet. Let's fuse these. Oh, that's convenient. Was that the auto set? Have I missed that in NA, or is that a feature not in NA to just hide things? I really should start CE bombing, but meh. Let's just chuck a bunch of CEs into the grinder. Level up Black Grail here. I'm surprised that didn't get us to 20. Then again, I have to turn on the auto burn on these CEs. I'm never going to use these 1 and 2 star CEs. I'll just... Yeah, I need to turn on the freaking auto burn. Because otherwise I'm going to have to do this so often. At this point, I should be clear to start, but I'm going to do this a few more times for, just so I don't have to do it again. I'll jump to a different CE I use. Or I'll level just some CE, I think. But I want to drop that into. Let's drop it into you. I should also start merging more CEs, I'm sure. Or I don't know, I might not have very many CEs already max limit broken, so maybe I don't need to start merging yet. I can't believe that even there's not even a pre-campaign started yet on JP for the arcade event. I feel like that should have started by now, but maybe they're trying to keep some of it under wraps. Maybe we're gonna get a delay. Oh look, a super success on something I didn't want a super success on. I need more space to put in these CEs, not less. I should be down to like. Yeah, I have 500. I now have over. I have multiple hundred slots available, so we'll just. I think we'll level this, and then I'll jump into it because I don't need to. I don't think about 200 slots should be more than enough for me. I can't wait till I can get a maximum broken 5-star CE. That way, I can start never having to worry about running out of 5-star CEs to dump waste into. I did clear some tutorial missions here. Oh, those aren't tutorial missions. Wait a minute. There's quartz for EXPs? Huh. Okay. I do have a setup going here. Yeah, I know. If I get the rights, I might be able to work out a really awful 3-turn loop if I just put the mats into the skills. But I also need mats to put mats into the skills. I'm gonna give myself a little bit, lean back on the chair. There we go. Oh, there's only one node, huh? Well, that's unfortunate. I could have just gotten NP off there. Yeah, well, unfortunate's a strong word. Hmm. So many small nodes. Okay, let's stop fooling around. I'm just gonna start MP bombing these things. Let's nuke them. I put it in the description of the stream, by the way, but I probably won't be playing any of the Grail Live, at least not the story. I probably could get away with some grinding if I play my cards, or if I play it safely. But, story-wise, I just run too much of a... Oh, you're kidding me. This is why you pay attention, people. Christ. Okay, it's not that. This is not a node to worry about that on, but... Oh. About 30%. Nah, I still wouldn't have been able to pull off an NP on that turn, even if I did switch to using, switch my Zuge for a Merlin. Not without the, not without getting Zuge's last skill here, which... Casters. Alright, I've played enough FGO for the day. I've got all 3 daily missions cleared. Since they're all cleared, though, I will go ahead and grab my items. Man, if I don't see anyone in the chat by, like, hour in, I feel like I'm going to be tempted to, like, drop some Seki Reacts hint out of nowhere. I haven't seen a lot of guesses for the Seki Reacts on the Consort U Zhang Yu video. I'm going to turn my game down a little, just because I think it's coming in a little loud personally. I don't know how it's coming in on the stream. Well, I'm sure I'll see someone at some point to ask what they think of it. If anyone's watching in post, and feel free in the comment section to leave down what you think of my... I have a different stream set up so I can have the chat on screen. I put that there just because I kind of... at least in previous streams, I did a lot of interacting with chat, just kind of back and forth. And I did kind of want to, you know, I did want to make sure that people that watch the stream post actually had some context. That said, without opening the stream on my monitor, I really only have a tiny preview of what it looks like. It looks too small for me, which is why I didn't do it before, but if it works, it works. And I'll keep doing it, but if you prefer to just have the bigger gameplay screen, I can go back to just gameplay screen and camera. I have them saved as two separate setups in OBS. In fact, if there's anyone in chat that prefers the gameplay screen and camera, they tell me part of the stream, I can easily switch it over too. Okay. Use Ishtar. I feel like I don't use Ishtar enough. This is a boss? Huh. I forget exactly what all those buffs do, but I'm not really gonna bother caring. I'm just gonna swap them around, get Merlin in here, nuke it with Spishtar. Yeah, I figured that was a delayed buff. Wonder where all the FGO people went. There we go. Okay, I should start being actually creative. I need to stop defaulting to Morgan, just because I use Morgan the most during just basic grinding, but I really shouldn't be just defaulting to Morgan like this. Let's just throw Morgan to a 200% and let her nuke Jack. Ah. I honestly can't wait till like 2 or 3 streams from now when I hit the actually more challenging content in FGO. Because like, oh boy. Just basic tapping like this is going to get old really fast. I wonder what the requirements are going to be for the arcade event. Am I going to have to like really rush through streams to get a Solomon clear? Oh shit. Tiamat's in the arcade event. Oh god, I'm gonna have to grind through. I'm gonna have to beat. I think they're gonna have it be a Babylonia clear requirement, if not Solomon. Wonderful. Here, something different. Still Unga Boonga Berserkering it because we don't have a crazy amount of offensive pretenders. Actually, I think this is Rider Lancer. Was it? Was it Saber Lancer? Assassin Lancer. So yeah, no, there's no real direct class advantage here without just Berserkering it. So I'll just Berserker it. Could have just found an Avenger, I guess. Use Ibuki. I don't use Ibuki often, so. That was all Buster. Oh, shoot, people. Yeah, I beat Okeanos last time. Stream VOD should still be there, but Okeanos isn't exactly known for its involved fights, and I didn't really do a real role on stream, so I see even if you watch, I can see how you might have forgotten about it. Oh, I want to use that level 100 Ilya so badly. Okay, we'll use the Swan Song. Sing the song related to Zhang Yu. Is that the one he sung historically with Consort Yu? Man, I feel like we should have found like an old copyright-free version of that and played it on the reacts. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, didn't. Joined late today. Oh, yeah. I mean, I started a little early today too, just because last time, although the stream got started late, that wasn't because I wasn't ready to go. I was ready to go. I was ready to go like an hour before the stream started. It was just I was waiting for Vorn. So this time, since I wasn't having Vorn coming in, I was like, I could start a little early. No, the unhistorical one at the end of the React vid. The unhistorical one. I don't know. Did we put a song at the end of the React vid? I don't know if Seki put it in editing or if... Oh! Oh. Oh, now I remember what Seki did in editing. I remember. Yes, yes, yes. I remember now. I remember that. It took me a second there. Took me a second. Who doesn't even exist? Hey, why am I like preparing to pull out Merlin? This thing has 22,000 health. Honestly, I don't even think you need an OP servant to blitz through part 1. Literally, until you get to Camelot, you could probably blitz through it with just type advantage and a guess level 95 star. I mean, I'm definitely gonna... Maybe I should try to build a... use a support Morgan and go after and try to do that Lance Toria fight with just Morgan and whatever supports I can get from my own setup. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I probably could too. Just put you using my Merlin, my Zuge, and the Morgan. I could probably just... I might even be able to one-shot Lance Toria, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe not one shot. She has a little bit more health than that, but... Let's see. Use something different here. Use Sennorikyu. Literally no idea how she plays. See, the inclusion of that song in the Reacts video was a matter of coincidence. It wasn't going in the Reacts video, except that I remembered that Keon tweet, and Seki happened to be watching a TikTok. So I felt like in the Reacts video I had to give a context to why I broke out laughing in the middle of the car when she had the TikTok on. Oh, it's Mephi. Do you even have an offensive NP? You know, I don't know. We're about to find out. This could be very disappointing. That looks like some kind of quick up. Nope. I think it's a quick resist down, though, so I might be able to get away with that quick card at the end doing damage. Cool. Oh, somewhere I sealed NP. Oh, actually that works. I'm gonna stun you though. Actually, I could probably still get an NP off from her too. Yeah. I don't remember that being too useful for NP dropping. It's better than 1 NP, 2 NP. One box from that got a special package that came with the song in an album CD. Is that true? I have to look into the origins of that video at some point. That'd be funny if we don't know who wrote the song and it was just something someone made and sent to a random YouTuber with a P.O. box. I feel like that would be an internet mystery waiting to be solved. I assume it's already solved. I assume we do know who wrote and sang that. Part 1 is so weird to me still. Okay, next time I'm going to use an unorthodox class, because I can't keep using berserkers like this. I mean, I could. It's part 1 FGO, but that'd get boring for me, and I imagine you, very quickly. It's from a company that is very niche and very not safe for work. Oh. Stop doing that, Knick-Knack. Like, seriously. Yeah, no, I can't pull off an NP this round. Once we get to the later chapters of FGO, I feel like I'm gonna need to get consistent for streaming. I'll need to consistently have someone in with me, because I don't know that I can read the chat and pay attention to FGO. I have a bad habit of autopiloting on FGO when I'm reading chat, which is fine for this chapter, but like that could have cost me a boss fight in like freaking even like as early as Anastasia. No, Anastasia's easy. Any of the remnants though would have that would have been it. Oh, cool. Monoclass node with an archer. Let's go. Any archers I never use Tristan. If any of you are on NA, are you playing through the idol event? Okay, it was probably an NPC on a crit down. Do I have any EXPs on me? Actually, I probably should. If nothing else, I should have them by the end. Let's see if I can't just chuck some EXPs into MASH here and get her to 60. Nah, I'll be smart about this. I probably could save those for some for actual servants. We'll just... I'll use the all EXPs. Well, I'll get her to 50. Guess I'm not being too smart about this. I'm gonna have to dip into the random extra stuff. It's still funny to me that like Saber Wars like 1 and 2 and then like the Heroine X trial event, we know like everything surrounding that battle except for that battle. Yeah, the music is really, really great in Waltz. That's kind of the problem, though. Like, I wanted to... Like, if we do get a big event, and I want to just play through story, I could start doing at least some of that, or stream, like, the climax of it on stream or something, but... Unfortunately, in this case for Waltz, there's too many lyrics. Okay, I don't know which of these guys I have in P5 or not, so I'm not going to touch them. I'll go buy from the, Actually, I don't know if I have enough mono prisms, so I want to be buying from the shop. I'll just wait until we do a few more nodes. But cool, another mono class node. Oh, I probably could have just done 2 NPs here. So I think she might have a battery. Okay, let's see. Critical up, I think. Critical damage up, maybe? That is true that most of it will only come if you put them in the center stage, so that's an easy fix. I could easily just make sure I never put one of the costume dresses or MHX idol in center stage. The problem is, and I could do just grinding, but the problem comes if I want to run it through any story nodes. Like, I thought about doing tonight's story modes, but based off of last night's story nodes, the final node, if you're fighting the new idol servant, it's going to play their theme for at least the first break bar. At least that's what I noticed. In the opening, wasn't scared to put in lyrical songs either in the cutscene. So, since I'm going in completely blind as to when these play, that gets very dangerous. I didn't look at this. I don't know if that's damage or gain up. That's gain. It's not a hard node. I'll just see what they do. Okay, that was crit damage up. Yeah, that's my idea. Just for this once, stay safe. I have a feeling I can stream next year's collab event, but I also heard that collab event wasn't great from a story or gameplay perspective, and we'll see if I'm streaming it around that time, if I run through that one, or if I'm just JP's more interesting to me at that time. Ooh, I'm going to get a level up before I run out of AP. That'll help today. Which YouTuber was it, by the way? I'm curious. Let's see. Rhinus should be safe. Not damaging, but... Oh, hi, Hans. Have I killed Nursery Rhyme yet, or is this the Nursery Rhyme boss fight? This is the Nursery Rhyme boss fight. I don't know why I did that. Rhinus is purely a support unit. That was dumb. Like, Rhinus is now actually functionally useless. I should have enough to still pull off an NP with Well, you guys got to see Rhinus just be in the fight, I guess. You know, we'll let Rhinus punch a book. All right, let's smash a book. Tanner of the North. I feel like I've heard of him, but I haven't watched him. Yeah, I'm hoping Arcade is better, too. I don't know if anyone was in stream when I was saying it earlier, but I'm really curious to see what the requirements are going to be for Arcade, because if they require Babylonia clear, y'all might be seeing some extra streams so I can play some of that collab on stream. And if the welfare is who I think the welfare is going to be, I would be crucified by Seki if I didn't go for that welfare. I feel like it's up in the air if Draco ends up a servant in FGO. If there could be a banner too. If this ends up being a very story-heavy collab chapter, there will be a banner too, and I have a feeling Draco will be in it. But if it ends up being that it's more of a side event, it's an arcade collab, but it's billed to be more of a sequel to Babylonia, then you might not see, you probably won't see Draco at that point. Another thing I thought of was, oh, come on. I need to stop doing that. We know Draco is only one half the beast, yet Arcade, since its end, hasn't really shown any sign of continuing its main story. So I wonder if in that story we're just going to get the other half of that beast. It'd be interesting because we also know there's another 3 halves of that. Or there's another 2 halves of that beast as well, just in the regular timeline that we haven't seen yet. But it'll be interesting how they, what ends up happening. I've never seen this NP before. You just throw away a fishing rod. I know nothing about this guy historically or in Fate. Did I? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I put the... I put that, I put the Buster buff on him. Why would I do that? Man, I got myself questioning, I need to be more careful if I want to play this late game. Yeah, that's what I... Now, thankfully, it didn't go the other direction the arcade collab could have gotten. Because, arcade's got an entire ass collab's worth of Santa servants we don't have yet. So I was like, we didn't have a Santa event this last year in FGO. What if they just... No Tiamat, no Satanta, no Sita, no Draco. No, it's all Santa. What if they do that? That didn't end up being the case, and I think everyone's happier for it, but that... Well, no, there's some fun Santas there that we would love here, but I have a feeling there would be a lot of groaning if the only servants we got out of the arcade collab were Santa. I've seen some people throw around the possibility that we that a lot of the servants that aren't going to be added to FGO that are in arcade, like the Santas, or like Noah in arcade is just a version of Nemo. A lot of them could just be added as costumes instead of as full servants, because they are willing to do costumes for these collabs every once in a while. Yeah. Trust me, I want me a Santa... I personally want that Santa Helena, because I found her to be really interesting and well, thought out when I was researching her for the first time for the Seki... Because I didn't know much about her until we did the original Seki Reacts for Blavatsky. But now that, after doing it, I'm like, oh, now I kind of want that one. I feel like FGO should do some fun stuff with... like the way that Ket's Santa is actually based off the fact that in Mexico they do Quetzalcoatl as a Christmas icon, if I'm not wrong, or at least a holiday icon. So that kind of thing, like if you incorporated more regional Santas or regional Christmas or holiday stories, that could be fun. Like I think Musashi's bad. Does she have a battery now? No. Okay, yeah, I just don't get a battery on her. And I'm probably going to kill at this, so we'll use Musashi again some other time. Really? Yeah, for the Santa thing, I feel like getting a servant based, like a Santa servant based off Krampus, or maybe going for the less of the Coca-Cola Santa and more the more of a classic more of a classic looking Santa. Or there are different variants on the Santa that I feel like FGO could tap into and play around with its various different servants. Ooh. Yeah, though that would be a good one. Siegfried and Kriemhild, Kris Kringle. Why'd I... That was a waste of an NP. Uh-oh. The more that I look at Murasaki Shikibu's outfit, it resembles Shuten Doji's idol outfit a little bit. At least the patterning on the sleeves that she's got going on. They have a little that I believe that's actually that has to be a classical pattern, I'm sure, but I'm gonna have to put them next to each other one of these days. We're gonna use an extra class here. Yeah, we'll use an arc. That's what I thought. Okay. P. I know they mess with the names up top sometimes. Did Paracelsus not reveal his name at this point in the story yet, or is that just a glitch or a typo? Okay. I should have some more EXPs to finish up leveling MASH to 60. I'm using Musashi again. I didn't get to use her much last time. Look, guys, I 3-turned it. It's kind of sad that this account where I barely QP grind on, I have as much QP on this account as I have on my NA account right now, if not more. No, it is more. So every time I think I'm out of the QP grind, I start leveling something and I'm right back into it. Let's be fun. I'm just tapping things, but I could totally drop an MP here. I don't know what these do. I don't know Ibuki Doji well enough. Perfect. Well, I'll chuck that in, just so I can get him out of here. Actually, you're Arts, aren't you? No, you're Buster. You're Buster. Yeah, no kidding. That was beyond overkill. I dropped a Ibuki Doji's NP on an enemy with 12,000 HP. Other than that, not much. Aoyuki does a surprising amount of characters. Ooh, sounds distorting. By the way, now that chat's actually going up on screen, if anyone's watching on the YouTube, I put chat on screen today. On my end, it looks really small, and I haven't been doing it because I wasn't sure how well it appear on your end. But how is it looking to you guys? Is it actually there, or does it just look like squiggly lines going up on screen? It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of these voice actors, or some of these voice actors you see come back a lot, at this point have connections into T.H.E. Like, I would be surprised if a lot of the classic, like, Fate Stay Night voice actors aren't basically on speed dial with T.H.E. Mabe, no one cares about your failed idol group. Stop talking about Queen. Do something different. That's different. That's what I was wondering, if it would be better if it's on like if I had it on my phone where it's closer to my face, or if I'm on a screen, if I'm on a bigger, higher quality screen than a tiny little like 5-inch box on my Mac screen. I'll take a look at it in post as well to check myself. I always look over the old streams in post after they're done just to see how some of it turned out. Yeah, I wanted to get it on screen because I know a lot of these streams end up being just interactions with you guys in chat. So I figured actually having context to that would be helpful if anyone's rewatching the stream. Absolutely a friend of T.H.E. I love that man. He'll just like be cosplaying. Didn't he recreate the T.H.E run from one of the from Heaven's Feel? I don't think he wasn't holding Ilya, obviously, in that one, but he recreated the motions while in T.H.E cosplay. Yeah, no kidding. That's why I do. Well, not that's why. That's why it's fine for me to be basically not even looking at the game as I do tapping here to interact with chat. But if I don't have the chat on screen, because I know I've seen people coming in the replays, it's almost like I'm talking to myself if the live chat is disabled, because I can't always get it to work. For like the 30 seconds to... That man is a gem. Like, I didn't even notice I was on the Paracelsus boss fight just now. I'm barely paying attention to this game. Most of the time. Your arts. Probably should have known that, too. I've got her in an A. Maybe it's not worth dropping RMP here. I mean, I don't blame you for skipping in Septum. That is not exactly a page turner, but the writing of Okeanos can be fun. The story is not great, but some of the character writing is pretty good. And I think, like, it's still hilarious that Steno has no characterization, meaning most people are only going to, within FGO, so most people only know your Yalway's character because of Okeanos. No, Okeanos has good characterization. It's just the story's not there for any of the early chapters until Camelot, even. I think even E Pluribus Unum is mostly just a character dynamic story. With way too many characters. Oh yeah, I gotta pull him out. Absolute respect for the Mad Lad that did this. Yeah, it didn't kill. Ooh. Oh, so have you completely... Do you have FGO installed at all at this point? Or is it the... Or did you end up basically having to re-download it later? Well, that would suck. Make it all the way to America and just uninstalling it. Because America's still not a great story, and then like you stop just before the gameplay actually becomes gameplay and the story becomes story. Ah, okay. Yeah, I didn't think you'd be here if you just dropped FG altogether. I'd be surprised. Oh man, okay. Give my phone a second. There we go. What is my computer doing right now? It's chugging. Let me force quit the Google Chrome. That might solve some of the chugging here. Okay. Yeah, looks like CPU usage is dropping just a bit. Did we include a hint at the end of Jiangyu and Consort Yu's reacts? I noticed that there wasn't any... I didn't see any guesses as to the next reacts in the comments, so I wasn't sure if we included one or not, and I haven't gone and looked at it yet. Then again, it's been a minute since I looked at the comments of that. Oh, God. Yeah, no, Solomon and D&D campaign is interesting because beyond the fact that it's just a bunch of demon pillar fights all in a row, there's 0 point to having a map, like pulling up the FGO map for that, so I don't really need the world map either, just because it's not like there's going to be random encounters there. It's just demon pillar, 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 Solomon, Solomon again, Solomon again. It's just a long gauntlet of fights. I tried to break it up a bit. Actually, I did something funny to make it a little bit more dynamic, going back and forth, where I split the demon pillar fights up before and after Solomon nukes Gedia. So some of the demon pillar fights are just set up to be done on the return trip as opposed to all the way up. That was mostly done because I can't have 50 billion lines of dialogue between Solomon nuking Gedia and the final fight against Human King Gedia. It just would be paced very oddly if I didn't put something in between there. That was the only thing I could really do. As weird as that of a change that is to make. Hey, Hyosh1. Glad you're here. I hope your headache's not or wasn't too bad. I get bad headaches every once in a while, so. Use one Musashi, I'll use the other. Yeah. I might have to go back in and rebalance out King of Humans if based off how my party or how Seki and Vorn and Realm, if he returns to the campaign at that point, how their characters look, because their characters ended up under the system I built much stronger than I thought they would end up. So I had to rebalance how I approach certain things, and that was a while ago. Just give Gedia a gun. Not like FGO's above doing that. Moriarty isn't associated with any given weapons. What do we do with him? Give him a gun. A really big fucking gun. No, a cannon, even. 60 Saint Quartz and 10 tickets wanting me. Oh. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Is Nitocris even on radar with Miss Crane right now? I know she's involved in the event, but... if she's not, that's awful. The Theon just comes with the territory. If you see a Lancer on any banner, it's probably a Theon. The jetpack. I was joking around with my brother. Okay, so Nitocris is on radar, so... I mean... frustrating. But also, Nitocris is, that's like when you see Theon on radar with Ereshkigal. You really shouldn't let yourself get excited over seeing a Lancer come on screen if you're rolling Theon and Ereshkigal. I think the same holds true with Nitocris and Miss Crane. I hope you managed to get her. There's a... I don't know if how many you've done, or how far you've gotten in the point ladders, but there are a few tickets in the points ladders as well. And there's going to be at least some time with tickets. I'm sure you'll get some quartz in then. So if you really want her, I hope you're able to get her. This one here's them. Are you talking about the Benny Enma event? That wasn't one time only. There was a rerun. There was a rerun at one point. I remember there was a rerun because my brother didn't play it the first time around. I played it, and then the second time around, I barely got two. I barely built 2 facilities, and he played it. You know what? Yeah, I got the space. Let's play this one even less optimally. I got you now. May as well use you. I don't know what these CEs are, and I don't have enough space, though, so I'm not going to play like that. Oh, did you get a comment filtered? I wonder if I can take a look at that. If I go to live... Oh, apparently I just have autoplay on, so while I check the filter, you guys can see JP storytelling going through. It's going to drop some frames on my computer, though, for sure. Alright, let me pull up YouTube Studio here. When I don't have someone with me, I can't have someone checking my filters for me. If nothing else, I kind of want to just know what can be, what'll get filtered here on these streams. I should just... Ooh, okay. Yeah, it's not loading this very quickly. Alright, if this takes too long to work, I'll leave it for now, but... Come on. Okay, I'm just gonna skip to battle. Where even is... I don't even know where in the story I'm at right now. Okay, can I see the filtering? See filtered comments. Okay, nope, I cannot see the filtering at this time, so... Sorry, I guess just careful with whatever you post. Sometimes things will get caught in the filters. Ah. I'll see if I can... what I can do about that in the future, but... yeah, that's... I'm calling closure. So let me catch up on chat here. Ditching time. I still love that Benny Enma is just Gordon Ramsay. Okay, back to catching up on part 1. The big point I need to reach in part 1 is Anastasia. I think they've largely cooled it recently on crazy hard requirements for events. But then again, you never know. Next one could require an Olympus clear. But it's not like there was... I think there was a year in there where it felt like every 3 events... Like you get like 3 events in a row that were only clear Solomon. And I haven't seen a lot of the welfare events require high clears, even though I've seen there's a recent lotto event that required a story clear up to Avalon the Fadley, but that one they let us play the gameplay or the grinding nodes, which if I'm not reading story anyways, then I don't mind much. But like if I'm missing out on a welfare, that's a different issue. Benny Enma had to have been like directly inspired by Gordon Ramsay memes. I swear to God, like it was just Gordon Ramsay in the Spirited Away bathhouse. That's all Benny Enma was. It's a random pairing, but it worked a little too well. Guys, we're using the best servant in the game. I probably should have swapped back for Zuge on Kentucky. I don't know what node I'm fighting here. I think it's Sabers, actually. Oh, was that going on? Oh, that hurt me. That is... There are servants you can do that combination thing with. Like, I love to do it with Heroin XX, where you have the helmet outfit, but you have the face cards. But Achilles, like, those are 2 very, very different costumes. Look at that wonderful damage he just did. We'll use Bunyan soon. Oh, thank God this isn't a hard mode. Oh my God, he killed something. So I've got roll tables in the D&D campaign for my players. They summon servants. It's basically just they summon servants from the Throne of Heroes like gacha. Ungra Mayu's not in that gacha though. Ungra Mayu, my players still haven't found, or I keep saying my players because I'm talking about the campaign with my brother. Seki, Vorn, and Realm still haven't found Ungra Mayu. There's actually a few different secrets they haven't found, but Ungra Mayu is one of them. Perfect, I leveled up before I needed to use any apples. The Grail appears. I'm surprised I haven't done any more straight-up gag servants like Ungra Mayu. Or not like 0-star gag servants. Like I feel like they probably could have gotten away with that with some of the Rio servants. Well, as far as story goes, they found Ungra Mayu in the Excel Zero collab. I just incorporated him as a phase of the boss fight. You know how in the actual event there's a bit of a post-event scene where Emiya fights Ungra Mayu? I just had them do that. That way he could have any exposure at all. So they know he exists. They've just not summoned him yet. Neko Arc, 0-star. That sounds like a wonderful idea. Are we looking into the clock tower right now in story? I feel like we have to be, because we're in the underground. We're underground, but there's no... we're definitely not almost done. Yeah, because there's only 2 underground parts in London: the clock tower and the like the final stretch when you're fighting to go around the Grail. I think you leave for a bit and you fight Tesla underground. Yep, yeah, we're in the clock tower. I see the only time I think you're ever going to see this, a straight up Berserker Hide selection here. Like, I don't think you ever see this again in any story chapter, any events. You obviously can't do it as a player. Actually, can I actually take a look at his art here? Fascinating. So he just has no background art here. Now the question is, do I use him? Because there's no other chance to really do this. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll pull out Coulter in a while. We'll pull out Coulter and we'll I think I can even keep Zuge by just eating his CE. Yeah, the Helena... Is the Helena skin going to be tonight? By the way, actually, so... If you're having trouble farming with this event, there's something that isn't clear immediately. You don't actually... So you need to farm 600k... to 600k total idle points in order to clear the story. But... Those idle tickets that are at some of the later points in the ladder... If you're finding you're busy and don't have time to grind for those, first off, you don't need those to actually get the costume dresses, because after the event's over, you can buy them with mats. And the second thing is you don't need to, you probably don't need all of them, because I'm going to go out on a limb here and say you don't have all the 5-star servants that have costumes in this event. And if you do, cool. You grind for those tickets, you can get those costumes for free without mats and QP. But if you don't have, if you're willing to grind the mats and QP later and you don't want to go that hard on this event, that's actually a perfectly viable option. I guess the new costume should be in about an hour, so. Hyde's got his NP here. He's already... I don't think he has the, What the hell? Okay. Alright, that was a waste of, AP, but whatever. I'm not that worried about it. I'll just hit things really hard till they die. Who's got the crit stars? Meet Dantes. Meeting Dantes, yes, they've met him. But they haven't played Prison Tower yet. The part where they've met Dantes was his... And if you didn't play this event, you might not know it. Dantes was actually first introduced in the Garden of Order collab. So they don't even know who Dantes is yet. They just know... They've interacted with the identity hidden just Avenger that would go on to be revealed as Dantes. Yeah. That's the only interaction they've had with Dantes so far, though, is Garden of Order. They're almost to where I put Prison Tower. I made this fight like 12 times longer by trying to experiment to see if I could use Jekyll's NP on Hyde. Because I could have swore if you use it originally, it just gets rid of his NP bar. But maybe I'm wrong on that. You know what? Well, no, that's too late. I can't unpin that from here either, can I? Oh, did I manage to unpin that comment? I think. Yeah, I've unpinned that comment, I think. Tell me about it. I have a friend who may or may not appear on the podcast at some point. She's one of Realm's friends, actually, and she's a huge Jekyll and Hyde fan, and I feel perpetually bad for how Jekyll and Hyde was handled in FGO. She swears by him being pretty good in Grail fronts, though. Apparently, I don't know how that works personally, but hey, if she says it works, it works. Have I started leveling any archers yet? Besides Urole and Arash? I need to get back to them too. No, I do have an Emiya, but kind of wrong. Makes his skills targetable. And the problem is that every last one of his skills would require a separate rank up, or they would have to tie it to his NP. So, do you just create the Geronimo fixing campaign and do 3 rank ups to Geronimo at once? Or do you, over time, do rank ups? Then again, they haven't done a single rank up on him, so I guess that doesn't matter a bit. I mean, that's ultimately what you do with anything 3 or lower star on Grail fronts, is they just make it easier to fit other servants. But if I had to guess what a Grailed Jekyll and Hyde could do, a Grailed Jekyll and Hyde being able to basically immediately go hide and have access to all of your skills, and being able to get those skills back relatively easily thanks to how Grail fronts treat skill cooldowns. I can see how that would be very useful on Jekyll and Hyde. I don't know how good that is in practice because you're still using a Berserker. You is my favorite. Last time I just kind of barreled down Super Geronimo with a gun. I just kind of barreled through the last Grail front using a Herc. Next time I'll be packing my current Ushi project, which is just max out an Ushi. But all right. I probably should have used her NP while I had her on screen there. Whatever. We'll get another chance at some point. The time is now. This time I'll actually use her NP. Who am I fighting now? What Saber would be down here? Is it just going to be more bots? Yes, it's just more bots. You and our Lord and Kuin Kagakiyo. A Sakura face against Barbados. Yeah, I should. I'll see what I can find in my support setup. Because I definitely don't have a Sakura face in this account yet. I don't think I've actually watched this NP before. That was only okay. I'm sure she has a different animation for that later form, but... So I'd be curious to see what that one looks like, but yeah, that was an okay animation. That's what I'm going to see if I have on my list. Those would be the logical ones. Meltrolis specifically would be probably the best thing I can bring into that fight. I'll punch it. I'll punch things really hard. Oh, wait, yeah. And from 4 cavalry classes. Yeah, because it works with the 4 cavalry classes. So, in terms of Sakura Face, I'll see if I can find a support comma. That's what I'll do. I'll find a support comma. Do I have any Buster cards? Dang it! Okay. I was gonna try one-rounding it with big guy here. Perfect. He's dead. Why it's taking so long for the Shinji pseudo-servant? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's because they aren't confident that anyone would want Shinji. On one hand, Fate Shinji is known much better than Fate Extra Shinji at this point, I think. But everyone hates Fate Shinji, so even if it's Fate Extra Shinji, they're going to associate Fate Extra Shinji with Fate Shinji. That said, Fate Extra Shinji is much better than Fate Shinji. Just make him a new free friend point servant. I feel like we need more friend points. Well, we don't need more friend point servants, but I feel like they could do another refresh of it. It's been a fair amount of time since the one that they did just before Atlantis came out. They could do another one, and it'd be fun if they added some... Because that was so much fun the first time they did it. It was like all these new servants, and you didn't... For some of them, you had never met them before. Some of them were returned. It was cool for them to do that the first time. Or they could always do it in a collab or some sort of campaign, but then they would need a reason to collab. So, like, we're talking either you get your Fate Shinji in a Heavensfield collab, or something like that, or a Fate Stay Night collab, which might feel a little redundant at this point. Or they do a second Fate Extra round and give us Shinji friend point servant. I do think they should do some extra go arounds in some of the old collabs because I feel like they could do, now they are with better writing now they could do something fun with another Garden of Sinners collab, or the Prisma Ilya collab didn't reference the third series at all. I don't think, not outside of Miyu's lore. And Extra obviously has a small group of servants they're still missing in game. Like they don't need to do I don't think they need to do another one on Apocrypha or something like that. Some of those early ones they could definitely do part 2s of. Yeah, I don't... They gotta be planning something with the Aozaki sisters for FGO. Like, the fact that they're... The fact that neither of them have made an appearance yet. They gotta be doing something, I swear. Maybe that'll be a next year's collab. I'd have thought it'd be this year's, but FGO just... Much as I want Arcade, it is a little bit annoying for FGO to collab with itself 3 years in a row. I feel like they're kind of stalling so that their writers can focus on the Lost Belt right now. Which is great and all, but then with Ordeal Call, they pushed out finishing the Lost Belts for at least another year, so it's like, are you trying to finish the Lost Belts, or are you trying to stall for more time? It's just kind of annoying because there's a few things that they've, in Type Moon and Fate Grand Order in general, they said they only really want to do once Lost Belts are done. So, them really feeling like they're stalling a bit on the Lost Belts here, a little bit weird. I'm sure the Ordeal Calls will be good, though. I think, or at least they'll be interesting. I'm getting sort of an Epica Remnant, more experimental vibe from how they've announced it. I don't know they would do a Mihoyo collab next year to promote the movie, because the movie's technically this year, even if we've heard zero about it. I feel like it's going to get delayed. But technically the Mihoyo movie's scheduled for this year. We're still in a dead week in FGO. That said, I feel like we're going to be starting a pre-campaign in FGO JP for Arcade anytime within this week. They could tie into the home release of Mihoyo, especially if it's released towards the end of this year, like late fall, early winter, and then the Blu-ray comes out in spring. Tie the release of the Golden Week collab with the Blu-ray. Yeah, that timing would work. I don't think that's actually a steroid. I believe they did have an actual season and year attached to the movie's release already. It's just that they haven't done anything to talk about it yet, so I don't know if that season was very tentative when they stated it. I don't know where they announced it at. I've just seen that they did at one point. I don't know if that still holds or not. Yeah, that's what everyone's been saying. Reruns of something would be... You would think they would... Normally they would rerun something there, but they seem to be doing a lot... They just trying to move away from reruns altogether. The only things they seem to be bringing back are when they don't want to do a seasonal event. It looks like they're rerunning stuff. That said, I'm going to be curious if they rerun last year's summer this year, just because that'd be a terrible one for them not to rerun, and just unless they put both welfares in the welfare shop at some point. Or I guess they could put all three at once and do just that as a drop this year. But I feel like if they did that, that would definitively kill the rerun. Right now, it sounds like, from the trailer and from speculation that people were looking at, the ordeal calls will be split. There are going to be 3 main story chapters, and then there's one that's kind of like highly implied by that trailer and some of the dialogue surrounding the announcement. There's implied to be one that's kind of maybe should happen, maybe shouldn't. That one will probably be a story important event or a main interlude kind of thing. And then I have a feeling there will be 1 to 1.5 new chapters after that to wrap up the story. Really, it could go any way, I guess, at this point. Cool. That is a lot of hits. You want to buff Oda Nobunaga, give her Emiya's buff. Make her do like 5 billion hits and crit damage. You would never need to worry about refund on her. Okay, I probably need to actually pay attention a little bit to what I'm doing here. My servants are not at the best spot. His name is Noble Guns. Okay, yeah, this thing's dead. No, good. I think I still got what? Oh, I just killed Babbage. Where am I at in the story? Actually, I'm probably about... I think we're about to head towards the climax of the story here, because I can't think of any... If I look at this map, we've covered the most of it. Alright, I'm switching Ku back for... Barbados should be soon. Go through the 10 grand battles that are in this chapter. About the part one. Yeah. I remember the general flow of events for a lot of these story chapters, except for Septum. Except for Septum, I remember the story flow of events. But there's always those few details that I just forget were a thing at all. Like, it was like late last year I finally remembered that Kintoki and Tomomo were actually in this chapter. And just stupid like little things they'll throw in there. Like, most of the servants in Septum are wasted in Septum, for example. Or Leon's even, for being like one that people kind of remember fondly, just because it wasn't... At that point, we hadn't been hit over the head with how bad FGO's writing could get in part 1. I think even Septum wastes a lot of its characters, so... But Giles, DeRay, Saber does 0 in Orleans. Yeah, the problem was they made a lot of servant filler fights. I mean, filler fights are bad in general. They pretty much bring down any chapter. But a lot of servants end up getting shafted because they just end up being thrown into middle to be a fight without much reason to be there. The worst of it to this day is still Septum's Bathory, Tomomo Cat, and Steno. I completely forgot Tomomo Cat was even in that scene until my brother brought it up literally like 2 days ago. It can get awful. I remembered Carmilla and Bathory, but that was just because I remembered Bathory was involved because of how Orleans Bathory is actually the Bathory you see in the Halloween events. I remembered that little tidbit you get in Halloween 1, but otherwise I wouldn't have remembered Bathory was in there at all. But that's probably just because it doesn't help that, you know, Bathory appears in half of the Singularity chapters. And it might actually be half too. Orleans, Septum. She then appears again in... Okay, no, it's 3 of 7. So you're 8 if you count for Yuki. So 3 of 8. You are approaching that half point though. Look, oh, Blood Axe. At this point, I remember Blood Axes and Okeanos just because of the fact that no one remembers Blood Axe. That said, when I was writing campaign, I actually had to go back and re-edit it because I completely forgot Blood Axe was in Okeanos. So now I remember. That said, all you people watching right now, if you have a moment, I encourage you all to go donate a Hellfire to a Blood Axe in need, because Blood Axes, it's tragic how few Blood Axes get any Hellfires. So many Blood Axes go unleveled to this day. Just if you have any to spare, put a Hellfire into Blood Axe. You can help a Blood Axe in need. Is this... Oh, Christ. It's this fight. Okay. I can't... this is like the one fight I think I can't Oonga Boonga, because if I'm not wrong, we actually... This might be T.H.E here. I'm going to try nuking the fuck out of him. Do I have any good Lancers? I do not. We're going to use you. We're going to eject you from the CE list. That's, yeah, it's quick. That doesn't give me any starting charge. I need starting charge here, because I'm only going to be able to get 40, 70, 80%, so I need at least 20%. That 25%, that should be good enough. Blood Axe was Okeanos. He was part of he was part of Blackbeard's crew. If I remember my Okeanos right. Oh no, I should be making CE bombs. I've never been good at making CE bombs, but I should. Wait, no, this probably isn't the T.H.E fight. I'm just getting jumpy because we're underground again. Unless... Well, we're about to find out if it's the T.H.E fight. It is not the T.H.E fight. Okay. T.H.E always surprises me. He always kicks my butt when he comes up. Yeah, they need to do something with him. This is the Barbados fight. At least I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, this will be the Barbados fight. As promised, let's see if I can find a comma. Hey, look, a comma. I don't think this is going to be too bad of a fight, so I'll bring you back. And I'm gonna... Yeah, we'll do that. Not a complex setup, but... Hang on, actually, let's say hi to, Hi, Zoken Mato. Bye, Zoken Mato. They could do another version with him, but Corday, they did a fair amount with Charlotte Corday using Atlantis without making a 4 or 5 star version. So that they don't really need to make a 4 or 5 star version to do something. They just have to actually include them in a chapter, at least. There are a bunch of servants got like these huge, basically redemption arcs, and the Lost Belts were there. Just a blood axe yet, to be honest. I don't know what this does if it's... Yep, perfect. Hey, I did kill him with comma. Well, Visibron was introduced in Anastasia for FGO. So that's a little bit different. That they did it was the Apocrypha redemption arc for Visibron, but for like redeeming part 1 servants that got no exposure, he was just introduced in Anastasia. So. Yeah, Caligula was a good example, though they basically had to change his entire lore to... Or not lore, like, change his character in general to make him work, but that's just because the funny thing about Berserkers is it's kind of hard to give them any characterization. Who is this Lancer? This is Lance Toria, Alter. This is Lalter. I'm not using level 57 Mordred. Do we have a higher level Mordred on the list here? That'd be fun. No. Okay. I don't think I have any sabers, but I will... Let's take a look. Any leveled sabers? Do something stupid. It's not gonna work. If this works, I'll laugh. I don't think this is gonna work. She hits like so terribly. Yeah, this is a bad idea. Any NP animation. Oh no, it's not Walter. Okay. Fun time to use. Ah, look at that damage. Ah. No buff, Altria Lily hurts. think my Merwin's gonna end up doing more damage than her here. Yep. Man, you didn't even include Fran in your list of characters you remember. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's see how much damage I can get out of her. Because this will determine whether or not I bring her into the Walter fight. I'm gonna say survey says no, but well. Yeah, never mind. I can't check. See, that's the kind of thing I shouldn't be doing. Look at that early game intuition. That's just NP game. All right. Fran and Mordred do have really good interactions in this chapter. Boom. Okay, yeah, I'm not bringing her into Walter. I think I did a 50k per enemy there. With a... Caster and Lancer, okay. The boss here is a caster. We'll go ahead and... I said I'd use Bunyan at some point. We'll use Bunyan. We'll give Culture back. Sofas are not made to be lounged on in armor. I tried to get it set up today, but I'd like to set it up so that because I have something I could put below my monitor here, so that if I'm looking at the gameplay, I'm looking towards the game on the stream. I'm looking at chat, I'm looking down towards chat like I am on stream, but couldn't get that quite working today. Farewell, Frozen Lion. Oh, no, not Frozen Lion. That's Jen Kosh. Yeah, Jen. Yeah, farewell, Jens. Let's see what Bunyan can do here. I don't know what the overcharge is on Bunyan, but I think I can get to it. Go, Bunyan! Woo! That wasn't that bad, actually. I guess you level up any servant to level 100, they'll hit pretty decent. More books, really? See, this is the irritating filler of part 1. Like, we did the Barbados fight, and there was like 3 fights of filler between that and Waltoria, which is your next big grand battle. There are things you could theoretically do with Ungra. Not many things, but there are things in quotation marks. Level 92 Nobukatsu. Hey, I actually, on my friends list on NA, I saw a level 100 Nobukatsu. Never doubt the lengths someone will go if they want to use a servant. Oh, I've seen the level 100 Unger too. I've never tried it though. I don't have that much courage. Yeah, you missed Barbados. I used Kama. There was a Kama in the first Ascension. I one-shot him, basically. One archer. Oh, yeah, I know who this is. This one's actually kind of rough. This is the this is the Tesla fight. Okay, I'm gonna try nuking him with a Merlin Waver and Calter. If I had any courage, I would use Edison, but no, this fight, I hate fighting. I just hate fighting Teslas in general. The fact, like, they have a charge, so they NP like every other turn. It's Pierce Invincible, so like the invincibility here on Merlin, pretty much useless. I actually might as well use it now and let it hit me. So that I'm not taking extra damage. And of course it doesn't, and he still hits like a truck too. Was that 3 turns? Yes. That is evade 2 times, and that is guts. I'll proc the guts as soon as he gets to full. For now, I'm gonna just try. Okay, I might be able to take him out. Maybe not. Oh, I can take him out this round. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not even giving him the chance to hit. Okay, this should be the last set of chapters here. We're almost done with London for today. I'm gonna have enough AP for this. Oh. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have plenty of AP for this. I think it's time for Kentucky to return. Dead. Gold. DMV America. Yeah, we're heading into the Lancer Alter fight here in a second. This is just a filler caster node. There's too many final fights in this chapter. Too many? How many pages am I sitting on? That's not bad. Hitting the point where I could start thinking about actually leveling some of my support caster skills. Another filler caster fight? Oh my god. I'm ready to be done with early game FGO. Give me enemies that have more than one Buster card's worth of HP. Make me use even a modicum of strategy here. Filler, early part 1, wonderful. 10 out of 10 gameplay here. Oh, Christ. One more round. Next should be the Walter fight, and after that it should be the Solomon fight. Oh, come on! I didn't see the guts. Glad I'm getting caster gems at least. No! Oh my god. Wait. Do you fight? No way. No way. I'm paranoid, but I'm probably just being paranoid here. It is Tesla again. No. Okay. Okay. We'll fight Tesla again. Okay, I'm dropping an invincibility since it's going to be... I should be able to one-shot him in a couple rounds. Let him wail for a round while I decrease his attack. Try to get a better face cards next round. Okay. Just because I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to kill him. That's protection from arrows. My jump not disappeared. There we go. Go away, Tesla. That would be an amusing concept of a Mordred or a Jeanne d'Arc pretending to be Artoria. Okay. Do I have anyone on this list here using a Mordred? I'll give it one refresh, too. I ain't going to try too hard, though. Alright, third grand battle in a row. Or third grand battle of this chapter. That was probably a battery, actually. I shouldn't have used that. Drop that, drop some defenses. Probably didn't need to throw up the defenses, actually, besides for... I should kill on this round. Oh yeah, I killed. Alright, time for this fight here. How am I going about this? Solomon is going to be weak to these guys here. So I should probably find... Or I can go in and try to berserker him. I'll probably go in here with... I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this level 112 Herc here has the soloing skills. So what I'll do is I'm just gonna backline him and see what I can do with just this. With the Grand Battle Demon cutscene. I gotta say, the first time I reached this part when I played through the first time, this was very cool. Probably the most, like, this is the most complex battle sprite, or at least background, made to look like a battle sprite up to that point, and it gets across the feeling it needs to get off really well. The players, I think we might have, Vorn and I might have mentioned this in the last stream, Seki and Vorn just did this part in campaign, actually. Yeah, no, the math there on the 5 grand battles, that is absolutely correct, actually. 5 rounds. I'll hold off on that for a minute. I think I've got defenses going right now, so I should be fine. And I have the invincibility. With luck, I might be able to 1 round him. Nope. That said, I'm gonna beat him. No. Seki and Vorn have not fought the round table yet. I love the implication of that kill, too, where Solomon isn't even the one that goes down there. You just took out 1 Demon Pillar of that fight. So if you're not playing with year 2 strats, it's like, oh, we only beat 1 Demon Pillar and probably had a hard time. Yep, I just reached America. Oh, in the campaign, or do you mean the... I guess in both the campaign and the stream are now tied as to what chapter we've cleared. That won't remain the same for long, but for both the campaign and the stream, yes, they just we're now at America. I will not be playing America tonight, just because it's more fun to do just the full stream when I can. But what I might be able to do is, how many of those, how many leaflets do I have now? Oh, first let me grab a Jekyll. But how many leaflets am I sitting on? Not here. I'm sitting on 1,140 leaflets. Almost enough to buy all of Ketz's stuff. Oh, if I had done it in like 2 days, I'd have had enough, I think. Because if I'm not wrong, it's 200 for all Ascension items, 1,000... Yep, I only need 60 more. Ah, well. Not buying that on stream. That said, now I don't think anyone was here to see it, but I am going to drop a few rolls on, I think, yeah, we'll drop a few rolls on Ibuki here. Just a few singles. There's loading. Maybe I have a new CE. Hey, look, the Hakuno CE. Not the 5-star CE I needed, but I'll take it. Hakuno's got a great design. Last roll, because I do need to keep a little bit frugal. And the next stream or two will be on, we should be well into either the pre-campaign or the actual arcade collab. And I have a feeling we're going to see some of the originally arcade exclusive servants that came over, like Lady Avalon, potentially in the pre-campaign. If not Lady Avalon, maybe Da Vinci Rider, and those I might go ahead and roll for on stream. But I'll probably save for Tiamat if it's just like, oh, you can roll Coulter on stream or something. Yeah, that's something they could resolve if they did a second run of that, of the CCC, not CCC but extra. Okay, and do I wanna? I rolled 3 times. Let's make it an even 5. I'm not gonna roll for a full 10, but I forgot about the fragments until after I rolled. We'll do 2 more. See, this is how the gacha gets you. Just 1 more. 1 more. Maybe I'll get something good. I got masks. 1 more. 1 more, guys. This will be a good one. This will be a good one. That is not good. All right. Yeah, no. Now this time that'll be it for JP. Let me just convert these into 14 apples because I am not using the rest of that AP tonight. And I'm going to hop over to NA because I should have login bonuses for NA. This will be silent because I muted it. Actually, not. Is it muted right now? No, it's probably not muted, actually. But it might come in a little quieter because I lower the volume because I'll have a YouTube video on in the background sometimes. Oh, you're not the only one. Someone else in chat earlier, I think it was Taco, rolled for Crane and just got spooked. At least he got a 5-star, though. Alright. Let's see here. I've got a few tickets. Is there any... Should I drop them on Crane on stream? Yeah, I'll drop my tickets onto Crane on stream. If I roll 2 5 rolls on 2 separate servers, can I get the extra summon still? No, I'm probably not. I'm not saving for the phase servants. I'll drop tickets as I get them because I've never been able to save tickets, but I probably won't be dropping for the phase servants. As much as I look at Melisai, I'm like, oh, I want that one gameplay wise. Okay. Here's the question. Do I make it an even 10 rolls between 2 servers today? There's no good reason to do this. I'm doing it. Oh! Hey, look at that. Something gold. A rider. I think I already have her NP5. Hang on. Is that a rare mana prism I just got? Yes, that was a. I just rolled a Ramona Prism. Which right now in NA, there's not too many good uses for. Unless I'm trying to grab Bond Grails. But I don't have very many servants that can actually use Bond Grails. Okay. I'll go ahead and burn the extra copy here. This is the part where I burn a 5-star on accident. Not gonna save face servants or Vitch. I will be saving for. I just don't save tickets. I'm terrible at saving tickets, and I'm very easy about. I'm easy going about little tic tac summons here. I need to save for Vitch and Oberon though. I do have. I don't think I'm going to be putting down any money per se on them, so I'm not going to whale for them fully. But I do have. One thing I do is I have a credit card with Amazon that gets me rewards money as I just buy things around the house. And what I do is I purposefully turn that off, so I'm not spending the rewards on useful stuff. And instead, I save the rewards, and if I want to drop money on FGO, I cash out my rewards money for an iTunes card on Amazon. If I need to whale, I probably won't end up whale. I try not to whale these days. All right, but yeah. That'll be it. I would love to go through today's Idol chapter with you, but I'm not confident they won't start singing, so I'll be playing that on my own time, unfortunately. Before I go here, I got anything... Let me switch stream view so you're just seeing my camera so I can actually use my phone. Wish I could keep the chat on there, but... We'll go ahead and switch there, because otherwise you guys are going to see all the documents, including our Seki React schedule, if I were to not switch the view over. View should be switched over now, though, so should be safe. Okay, what do we got coming up here? Because I know I didn't post an updates video this week. Oh, wait, it's on the schedule anymore because it's already actually uploaded. What's going up tomorrow? Today is the 18th. 18th. Okay, so tomorrow we have a Seki and Vorn monthly reads going up, and then later this week we have the manga review for Hame Fura's Volume 1, so Villainous. My Next Life is a Villainous. So watching. We do not have another Seki Reacts going up this week. Otherwise, I might have actually posted the community tab early for the stream announcement. But we will be coming back with the next Seki Reacts will be next week. We're eyeing the 26th right now, I think. But it's a bit of a longer one. So we'll see how editing sort of plays out on that one. If we need to shuffle the schedule or if that one has to go up later in the day if Seki's busy and it's not quite done. We'll see. So yeah, though. Did we finish Nagatoro yet? Yes, we had to have. Since Nagatoro's done, I'll go ahead and just say, in case anyone is keeping up with our discussion content, the next discussion video is going to be Silent Voice. It'll be a movie review. That one's actually going to have Realm in it. So yeah, if you guys watch our other content, I hope you enjoy. Okay, before I go, what last questions we got here? So, unfate related, hard time recommending a member of the club, the anime submission, because I wasn't too... I had a hard time recommending a member of the club my anime submission because I wasn't too sure who like a member of the channel here, a member of the channel, the Anime Club. Um, for hyper violent sci-fi, I'm probably the one that gets into that kind of thing the most usually. Vorn and Realm aren't above it, and neither is Seki, but I'm definitely on the channel the person who's most inclined towards sci-fi. I guess if you want the quick rundown of our tastes, if you watch enough of the podcast, you'll get it immediately. Seki likes fantasy, reverse harem, and T.H.E slice of life. If you can merge them all into one, you get the perfect Seki show. And then you have you have the slice of shonen that she still likes her shonen as well. Vorn also likes slice of life. He tends to skew more towards cute girls do cute things though. But he also likes he also does enjoy a good fantasy isekai T.H.E as well. Maybe a little less harem-y, but he doesn't mind female protagonist isekai. And then he still enjoys a good watch of something a little darker, just maybe not all the time. Realm will watch literally anything. He just likes anime, but it's kind of hard to pinpoint down what his tastes are specifically. If it's good, it's good. If he doesn't care for it, he doesn't care for it. The second Kimetsu movie, like Kimetsu no Yaiba, there's only one movie. Only Demon Train was ever made into a movie. You might be thinking of the theatrical release of the Into the Sword Village arc. That wasn't quite a movie. It was almost more of a recap movie than a movie, whereas Demon Train was originally like animated and edited as a movie. The Into the Swords Village arc, it just took if I'm not wrong, it just took the end section of Entertainment District, which was an animated TV series, and then the beginning section. And they might either took the first one or two episodes, I think, of Swords Village. It wasn't a full new movie. Everything for that movie is available as a TV series at this point. Read or Die. It's with movie stuck in. You know what you might see go up sometime soon, and I have no idea when it's going to go up because it's kind of not something we have on the schedule at all. And it was sort of a just in the moment thing that we even did this. We just recorded, or not recorded, we just this last, it was Saturday, we went and watched Suzume. I think we all have there's some variance in what our thoughts are on the movie, so you might see a discussion go up at some point. I don't know if Seki's going to put it up as soon as it's recorded, or if you're going to see that fill in different slots somewhere. Like, maybe Seki doesn't want to record a slot we leave open for just extra personal content, or here and there. Either way, you might see a Suzume discussion just kind of go up at some point in the near future. All right, I think that about does it, though. I don't see anything else coming in the chat, so I'm gonna go ahead and just cut us off here. I hope y'all have a great rest of your week here, and let's see. Next Tuesday is the 25th. Yeah. There's a decent chance I stream next Tuesday. I'm certainly not going anywhere. My car will be in the shop. So I guess we'll see what time that takes us up.